Hey friends, it's Bridgit Danner, and today I wanted to talk to you about how you can use gut healing to also heal your brain. So just like your gut has a layer between food and everything coming through and your body and your bloodstream, your brain also has a layer around it, a membrane to protect it. So in this case, it's keeping everything in your bloodstream selectively out of the brain unless it's meant to come in, like nutrients. So it's supposed to be keeping infections out, dangerous things to your brain out. But unfortunately, that layer can become permeable, just like your gut layer can become permeable. And when stuff is getting in your brain that shouldn't get in there, you can be developing symptoms like brain fog and mood issues and insomnia. And you can be slowly developing some more serious dementias and plaques in your brain leading to Alzheimer's. So, nobody wants that for the long term. So we really have to think about protecting our brains. We only have one brain. We can't replace it. We can't even replace brain cells when they die. So we really have to be careful to protect our brain. But the good news is, even if you're dealing with some weaknesses right now, you can turn them around. So we also, like I said, have this layer in our gut to protect our body from things that we can't process, things that are going to be irritating from getting into the bloodstream. But when that layer becomes permeable, they do get into the bloodstream, they go into the liver, and then sometimes the liver is dealing with them, but sometimes the liver just can't keep up. It's just overloaded. So antigens, which little like particles of bacteria and whatnot, can be getting in. Little kind of undigested food peptides can be getting in, and inflammatory markers can be increased, because if the gut is inflamed and making inflammatory markers to deal with the damage in the gut, then they're getting loose in the bloodstream. And inflammatory markers are one reason that brain barrier becomes permeable. So I feel like I'm using a lot of kind of big words here, but basically, if your gut isn't healthy, if it's leaky and inflamed, that can turn around and damage your brain. And then you're getting brain fog, you're feeling forgetful. And now you're kind of worried about your health, right? And really not working at your optimal, whether it's at your job or at home. So we can work on healing the gut through diet, through lifestyle, and through supplements. So diet-wise, I brought a few things to show. You want to eat a variety of whole foods. I just brought a few examples. These are hemp hearts. It's a really nice source of fiber and micronutrients you can put in smoothies, on top of salads. These are just some random blackberries I have. Blackberries are so high in antioxidants. They're detoxifying. They have fiber. And I brought this coconut yogurt that I love. So it's non-dairy, but a ferment, so it gives your gut some good food to eat. This good bacteria can eat this as a meal. So just getting a wide variety of non-inflammatory real food is so important. If you eat wild fish, that's a great idea. If you can tolerate beans, great. So getting protein, getting fiber, getting healthy fats, really important for the gut. It really loves that variety. And then lifestyle-wise, drinking water between meals, keeping movement going, making sure that you're having bowel movements, so addressing those with a practitioner or talking to us if you're not having bowel movements. And then supplement-wise, there's a lot you can do to repair the gut. You can work on infections with testing with us and using products like Biocidin that work on infections in the gut, and we sell this in a tincture form. You can work on reestablishing a healthy microbiome, which keeps a lot of balance in your gut. The core product we use for this is Omega Spore Biotic. It's a spore-based probiotic. And then what feeds that good probiotic besides diet is this fiber. It's called Mega Pre. So it comes in a powder or capsule. It's really meant to go together with the probiotic to really multiply the friendly bacteria. But beyond microbiome and beyond killing the bad guys, you want to mop up waste with something like GI Detox. It's a multi-binder, can be used for mold, different infections in the gut. And something that's similar to it is this Mega IgG product, which is an immunoglobulin product for any kind of biological waste in the gut. So it can be from mold or from infections. So I'm kind of giving you a lot of options, but you can read more in our blog. Mega Mucosa is a powdered product that also supports that mucosal layer. So before we talk about leaky gut, there's a layer above that, this mucosal layer that is another layer of protection between what's coming through and your intestine and your inside, so to speak. So keeping that layer nice and thick is really helpful and is for protecting you. So if you kind of have a sensitive stomach, you're sensitive to a lot of foods, this Mega Mucosa is a really great product. And then lastly, I brought over our omega concentrate. There seems to be some debate online about whether fish oil is like good for you. There is so much evidence about fish oil being good for you if you research it on PubMed, especially, you know, it has to be clean fish oil, which ours is tested and really well absorbed. So I think it's, you actually need DHA and EPA, to the two essential fatty acids. Your body cannot make them, and you need them for your brain and for your gut to keep down that inflammation and to build neurons. So I completely am a fan of fish oil, and I take it every day. It also helps with things like menstrual cramps and that sort of thing. So there's lots of resources to repair your gut. I know it seems like a big project because you maybe have been dealing with gut issues for years, but I take it from me, I have changed my gut completely, and it really does create like an insurance plan for your brain.